High above us, in the stratosphere, a drama is unfolding that could reshape our winter. Scientists are watching for a sudden stratospheric warming, an SSW, a rare event that can flip our weather from mild to bitterly cold. Imagine air temperatures 30 kilometers up suddenly soaring by 50 degrees Celsius in days. This isn't climate change, but a short-term upheaval in the planet's atmospheric circulation. The polar vortex, a swirling river of wind around the Arctic, is at the heart of this story. When strong, it locks cold air at the pole, keeping winters milder for much of Europe. But an SSW can destabilize the vortex, causing it to wobble or even split apart. Right now, in December 2025, models are hinting that such an event could be coming. If the vortex weakens, Arctic air could spill south, bringing severe cold and snow for weeks. The whispers are growing louder. Will the cage door swing open this winter? The polar vortex isn't a storm, but a vast, spinning mass of frigid air high above the Arctic. It's driven by the stark temperature difference between the frozen pole and warmer mid-latitudes, creating a powerful jet stream. When this jet is strong, the vortex is stable, keeping Arctic air locked away. But the vortex is vulnerable to disruption from below, giant atmospheric waves, often triggered by mountains or land-sea contrasts. These waves can jostle the vortex, making it wobble or even split. When strong enough, they break in the stratosphere, unleashing energy that weakens the vortex. The once tight circle of cold air can stretch, deform, or fragment. This breakdown is the prelude to a sudden stratospheric warming. The stage is set for dramatic changes in our winter weather. When the vortex falters, the cold can escape. So, what actually happens during a sudden stratospheric warming? As planetary waves disrupt the polar vortex, the west to east winds slow and even reverse. Air piles up, compresses, and rapidly warms, sometimes by 50 degrees in days. This is compressional heating, like a bicycle pump warming as you use it. The vortex loses its structure, sometimes splitting into two, sending cold air lurching away from the pole. The stratosphere above the pole becomes warmer than over the mid-latitudes, a total reversal. You won't feel this heat at the surface, but the real impact is on atmospheric circulation. The shockwave from the SSW ripples downward, layer by layer. Eventually, it reaches the troposphere, where our weather is made. This is how a stratospheric drama becomes a surface reality. The dominoes are set in motion. What are the experts saying? As of early December 2025, both the ECMWF and UK Met Office see a heightened risk of an SSW later this winter. Their models, running dozens of simulations, show patterns that could disrupt the polar vortex, especially by February 2026. High pressure over the North Pacific and Atlantic is forecast to generate the waves that can destabilize the vortex. Many model runs now predict a full reversal of stratospheric winds, a classic SSW signature. The Met Office agrees the vortex is strong now, but could weaken as the new year begins. These forecasts aren't guarantees, but the signals are stronger than in a typical winter. The key window, late January to mid-February. As we get closer, the picture will sharpen. An SSW is like dropping a boulder into a pond. The initial splash is high above, but the ripples reach us. The reversal of stratospheric winds descends, eventually disrupting the jet stream. The jet stream, usually a straight west to east flow, can buckle and stall. This creates blocking high-pressure systems that divert weather patterns, locking us into prolonged cold. If a blocking high sets up over Scandinavia, it drags frigid Siberian air across Europe. The result: persistent easterly winds, deep freezes and heavy snow, especially in the UK and Northern Europe. The cold isn't just a snap, it can last for weeks. The SSW sets off a chain reaction, opening the door for Arctic air. It's a remarkable domino effect from sky to ground. We've seen this before. In February 2018, a major SSW shattered the polar vortex. 2 weeks later, the jet stream buckled, and a blocking high over Scandinavia unleashed the beast from the east. Siberian air swept across Europe, bringing the UK its coldest, snowiest spell in decades. Roads and railways froze, airports closed, and schools shut down. Temperatures barely rose above freezing. Wind chills plunged to -15. Heavy snow caused chaos, especially in eastern regions. The 2018 event wasn't unique. Similar SSWs in 2021 and 2009 to 10 brought prolonged cold. These cases prove the link. When the stratosphere warms, severe cold often follows. Meteorologists know to watch for a surface freeze about 10 to 14 days after an SSW. The past is a warning. The stratosphere's drama can paralyze a nation. History shows the pattern is real. Early warnings of an SSW aren't just scientific curiosities. They're vital for society. Energy companies can brace for surging demand, ensuring supplies and grid stability. Transport networks can stock up on salt, ready gritting fleets, and plan for disruption. Hospitals can prepare for a spike in cold-related illnesses and injuries. Public health campaigns can urge vulnerable people to stay warm and check on neighbours. For individuals, it's time to check heating, winter gear, and car readiness. These forecasts buy us time to act, not just react. Preparation can save lives and keep society moving. What should we watch for this winter? First, the stratospheric winds over the Arctic. If they slow and reverse, an SSW is underway. Look for dramatic warming in the Arctic stratosphere on forecast maps. A red blob over the pole. The polar vortex will distort and may split, its cold core displaced. Next, watch for high-pressure blocks forming over Greenland or Scandinavia. This signals the SSW's effects are reaching the lower atmosphere. Surface forecasts will show a shift mild westerlies replaced by cold easterlies, temperatures dropping. When the 10-day forecast shows persistent cold and easterly winds, the beast may be loose. These are the signs that a stratospheric event is about to reshape our winter. Stay alert. The atmosphere is sending signals. So, what's the outlook for winter 2025 to 26? Models suggest a major SSW is more likely than usual, especially from late January to February. If it happens, and the sequence unfolds, we could see a dramatic shift to severe cold and snow. If not, winter may stay mild and wet. The memory of the beast from the east reminds us how quickly things can change. Advances in forecasting give us precious early warning. We can't control the atmosphere, but we can prepare. As the polar vortex wobbles, we watch and wait, ready for whatever winter brings. The whispers from above are growing louder. All we can do is stay alert and be ready.